Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. So today I'm going to show you how to get this hot girl summer glowy look. So if you want to see how I got this look, then keep on watching. First we're going to start off with skin, and you guys, I have like a lot of hyperpigmentation on my skin from acne scars, so we're gonna try to work with that, but first we're gonna do a little prep. So I'm going to take this Neutrogena Hydro Boost water gel, and I'm gonna put this all over my face. Then I'm gonna use the e.l.f. Poreless Putty Primer. Okay, I think I used this in another video before. Okay, and it's like a pinky tone color. They have a matte one, but because we're doing glowy skin, I just want to use this matte one, and I'm just going to place it in the areas where my pores would be more prominent, and then also anywhere I feel some sort of texture, just to kind of fill in any lines or just give me a good little base here. And this is the Maybelline Master Camo Color Corrector in the color Apricot. Okay, and it's very red, which it's like a deep red. So I'm gonna try to use this sparingly. I'm going to take this fluffy brush by Real Techniques, and I'm just gonna go into there and kind of pat this in, spreading it out. So we're just gonna put this there, and this should help kind of hide those scars underneath the foundation so they don't show through. I'm going to take the Maybelline Fit Me Dewy and Smooth in the color 240 Golden Beige. Now, this is a teens too dark for me, but I make it work. So I'm gonna use this, and I'm gonna pour some, whoop, okay, pour a lot on the back of my hand here, and I'm going to use this stippling brush, okay? And so it's densely packed, and so that's gonna help, you know, us get the coverage that we want. And then also what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna start on the outside of my face, the perimeter of my face, and that's just gonna help me to concentrate more of the foundation on the areas that I want them and not in areas where I don't need as much. So first, you know what, now that it's summertime, this color is looking spot on. I hope that it shows like that in camera, because in person, oh yes, this is literally, oh, tried it. It's oxidizing a little bit, and it's kind of mixing in with that red pigment that I have underneath my skin. But if I probably didn't have that underneath, it would probably, yeah, it's honestly spot on, especially if I didn't have this red underneath. But it is oxidizing. Whew. So be mindful of that if you purchase this foundation, that it is going to change color. So you might want to get a different shade, or just watch how it looks on your skin. I could leave it like this, but me personally, I like to take a beauty sponge and just kind of, and it's damp by the way, and this one is an e.l.f. beauty sponge, and just kind of go over just so that things kind of look a little bit more smooth and you don't see any like brush strokes, but just lightly. I am going to take my Maybelline concealer, and this is in the color Sand Sable, number 20. And I know the young kids, they do the, like, in this little bitty stuff here, like, oh, we don't drag it down. Listen, I'm going to do what works for my face. You do what works for yours. And I'm going to drag this down the center of my nose. Cupid's bow. And I'm going to carry some of that through here. Carried a little bit too much. Watch yourself now. Okay, so before I move on to blending this out and everything like that, I am going to take a what do you call this, contour stick, and this is by LA Colors, and it's a concealer stick, but it's just in a darker color. Okay, it's darker than my skin tone, so I'm gonna take this. You know, we're just doing a couple of things today just to jazz it up, you know, just to spice up the look a bit. Okay, and again, I'm using all these creamy products because we're going for that glowy look. So we want our skin to still look like skin. We want that glow, we want to glisten. So I'm using this to contour my nose, contour my cheeks. And the reason I'm carrying it up a little bit is because I naturally have a skinny face on the sides. And so I want to kind of, you know, enhance it a little bit, but not too much. And I'm going to use this to be like a little bit of a blush type of thing. You'll see, you'll see. Okay, so we're going to carry that over to the forehead. Okay. Okay, we're going to take it under the chin. Okay. And again, this is we're just trying to hide a couple of things, you know. We want the jawline to look a little skinny or whatever. So we're gonna blend that in, and we're gonna take this. It's a creamy product. We're gonna blend that into the forehead. And as a matter of fact, this brush is what I want to use for the nose area. I didn't really want to use it for the side of my face, but you know, when laziness strikes. And so we're doing that now. We're going to take this because we want everything to blend in together and look seamless. So now that that's set a little bit, I'm going to move that product around. Okay. Fortunately, this is not one of those type of products that like dries down so much to where it won't move. So I'm able to let it sit and still work with it. And now you can see what I'm saying. Now we're bringing that lightness back into the face. Okay. We want to set everything real quick because we don't want to lose this stuff, okay? We don't want it to go anywhere. So I'm taking my Laura Mercier translucent powder, and I'm going to, just to make sure, because what happens when you use these creamy products, you'll see that you get fine lines. They'll settle in your fine lines, and so you need to smooth that back out. And this is what I like to do. Take my sponge and just use that to pop it right back up under the eye. And because this part is now dry, I'm going to flip it over to do that same blending thing I did. Look. You don't want to create a line by blinking. So you got to keep that eye open. We look crazy, but just for a second. Okay, now we want to carry this through the center of the nose. Set those areas where we put the concealer. And we're gonna take this little cute brush. This is another, oh, this is a Wet n Wild P65. And look at that. Goes right in there. Okay, we're just gonna use it to dust that off. I'm gonna take this creamy highlighter by Becca Cosmetics, and it's called Opal. My best friend bought this for me. And we're gonna put this, we're just gonna tap it here because we want to get that glow. Before we start adding more powders, we want to put that glow there. We're going to take this Maybelline Fit Me in 240 and this another type of this is a BH Cosmetics 116. It is a powder brush that is dense but not super dense. And so I'm going to take this and just drag this along the edges of my face where I put that, where I didn't put the setting powder. So the areas where I didn't put the setting powder, that's where this is going to go. Okay, so the two palettes we're going to be using today is the Jaclyn Hill palette, the Armed and Gorgeous palette. It is so pretty. Now the next one is a oldie but a goodie. This is the BH Cosmetics Carly Bible palette. This is the, I want to say this was the first one she came out with. I can't remember, but I believe it is. I don't even know if they still sell this thing, but the point is that, listen, it doesn't matter what you use. If you use similar colors, you'll get the same effect, okay? I'm going to take a crease brush and we're going to deposit a color into our crease. And the one we're going to do is the color Access, which is like a light yellowy orange type color. Next, I think we're gonna take Agent, this like orange color, and I'm gonna take a little bit, same brush, and now I'm gonna bring this into my crease, the actual crease. Now we're gonna take the color Secure. Again, same brush. I don't need to do too much. Same brush. And we're just, again, building it up. And this is giving burnt orange, like real burnt orange. Not like burnt orange and brown, but like real burnt orange. So this one is a little bit deeper. So I'm just going to concentrate most of that color on the outer edge and then drag it up into my crease. So I'm just slowly intensifying. And we're going to use Smooth Criminal. Okay, I love Michael Jackson too. Who doesn't? And I think I'm going to take this brush here. It is raggedy, number one. But it is a contouring eye brush. So it's small and tightly packed. And I'm just going to concentrate this brown on the ends, because I'm not ready to necessarily smoke this out or do too much. Not yet, at least. This is just, we're just placing color right now. Don't worry if it looks crazy. We'll fix it. Now we're gonna go back into that same brush we've been using and blend. Merge it with the other colors. I'm gonna take the color Coin. Okay. And we're gonna place that. Y'all see that? So now that we got Coin, now we're gonna take Guilt Trip, which is right next to Coin. Okay, Guilt Trip. That's right there. Oh. And we're gonna put this right here. And we're gonna merge that with Coin. See? And again, right now we're just placing colors. We've not blended anything. We've not done anything but place the colors. We're gonna use VIP because it's right there. So why not? I'm gonna take a little VIP and just place that. Now, again, we're gonna merge these colors together so it's not gonna look all like 1, 2, 3. And take this blending brush and we're going to kind of go over like right over the top and just kind of merge them together. Okay, so you'll see there's distinct colors, 1, 2, 3. We're gonna go over the top and we're gonna merge them. But we want that gradient. Like, can you see? I mean, I can see it in my mirror, but I don't know if you can see, but it's like a gradient there of these colors. We're going to take this, I don't even know what the name of it is, but this color here, it's like a shimmery pink, red type of color. I don't know. I just know it's pretty. And I'm going to take it right in between Coin and Smooth Criminal. Right in between Coin and Smooth Criminal. And this is a very creamy color. And then this has a little blendy brush on the end. So I'm going to take it. And it's not like it makes a huge difference, but something about that gradient of that's white silvery color, then a light gold, then a darker gold, then a red, then a brown, it just comes together. What I like to do is take a brush like this. This is a BH Cosmetics brush, but I don't know what it's called, but it's, as you can see, it's very little. It's kind of tapered in. I'm gonna take that and go underneath my eye on the lash line and take the same colors that I took at the top, do them at the bottom, blend it in with another brush, another BH Cosmetics brush, this one, which is more fluffy, and blend that in. So we're gonna do that process. All the same colors that I used before: Coin, Guilt Trip, Smooth Criminal, VIP. Next, where is it? Okay, so I'm gonna take my LA Girl Glide Gel Liner and put that in my waterline. Okay, so for eyeliner, I use the Wet n Wild Mega Liner, okay? And it has the felt tip, and this is what I love to use. So hopefully you can see what I'm doing. Now on to something I never do on camera, and that's lashes. Okay, so I take, this is the Duo Brush On Adhesive. Okay, and as you can see here, it is a little brush on glue. And don't mind how filthy it looks. That's just glue on the outside. And what I do is I take it right over my liner, not on my eyelashes, right over my liner. I add that glue. That was stressful. That was stressful. So next I'm going to take some bronzer. This is the LA Girl, is it LA Colors Mineral Bronzer? And it's a, well, not a mineral bronzer, it's a pressed powder, but for me, it's a good bronzer color, okay? And this is in the color Toffee. So I'm gonna take this brush here. It is a angled blush brush, but I'm gonna use it for the purposes of the bronzer. And I'm just gonna put it just here. And I'm gonna blend it as if it were a contour, but also a blush. Then I'm going to take my blush, and this is in the color Apricot in the Middle, one of my favorite blushes, and it is a Wet n Wild blush, and it's so pretty. I'm gonna take a different angled blush brush. This is by Japanesque, and it is the 961 brush. I'm gonna take that onto the brush, and I don't mind packing it on because it's pretty and I like it. So I'm going to take this Wet n Wild Precious Petals highlighter, okay? And I'm gonna rub that onto my brush. Now we're gonna take the lip liner in the color Teddy. This is by NYX. This one's called Bosom Friend. And this is like a creamy, really, really light color. Then I'm gonna take this e.l.f. gloss. It's a lip plumping gloss, okay? And this is in the color Champagne Glam. So next we're gonna put on mascara, and I'm using the Voluminous Lash Paradise. This is one of my favorites. Next, I'm gonna take my NYX Bear With Me setting spray, and I'm gonna spray my face.